James, what were you just saying about mental training? How you see it?
I think Corn was talking about it, and I was thinking of it like insurance, where you pay it every month, and you don't really think you don't really feel like what you're getting. You don't really, but when something happens or there's like a tense moment, like you're really happy it's there. You're happy you've done the work to ensure that you're not so susceptible to those tough moments.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
Mental training is like insurance. So when a catastrophe happens, it becomes a non-issue instead. Exclusive interview with James Kaull coming up soon. So what you just watched was a pretty impromptu clip, or pretty impromptu talk with a good friend of mine and a phenomenal fencer, James Kaull, who has won NACs. He's been on multiple national teams, at cadet, junior, and senior levels. Very experienced fencer, very good with mental training. He works with a coach, and has worked for many years with Kaull, who literally wrote the book, right? He wrote the book One Touch at a Time on mental training for fencers. Very good book, pretty dense, but the point being, James Kaull knows what he's talking about, and we were hanging out this morning. He had this insight. I just wanted to capture it, share it with you all, and I'm going to take a moment here and expand on it a little bit. The idea being that for mental training, for like technical training, footwork, etc., we're using it all the time. We feel it. We know what's happening there, right? Oh, my parries are getting better. Oh, my point's landing. Oh, I'm in the right place on the strip. Mental training can be a little subtler, because if things are going well, you might not even be aware of how your mental training is coming into play. A lot of times, both in fencing and in other sports, there's this phenomenon of like, oh, I had a really good day. I don't know why. I just felt good. Well, there are reasons why you didn't just feel good. Many different factors came into play that made it a good day. So what James is getting at there is, a lot of times we're not really aware of how those factors are affecting us, and then something goes wrong. And we know that something's off. Something's not the way we want it to be. Except if we've put in that background work, if we've done those reps, right? We've shown up and we've practiced whatever mindset we want to have or the skills we use to de-escalate, then at that time when it comes up, instead of being a catastrophe, it's maybe not a non-issue, but instead of throwing our entire day off, it's a little obstacle to deal with, but something we can get past. And maybe at those moments we recognize, oh, this is why I went and I wrote about my feelings for a while every single day of practice. This is why I recorded what I did before every good competition I had. This is why I showed up to that annoying session with Corwin every single week where he made me sit and breathe in this particular way and focus on my thoughts, my breath, and my body, or whatever it might be. It's always going to be those two things, as well as other stuff. And at those moments when something goes wrong, you'll know why. Thanks for checking this out. And there is an exclusive interview with James Kaull that will be coming out soon. Stay tuned for that.